مرحبا جميعا واهلا وسهلا فيكم بفيديو جديد. اليوم معي ضيف مميز. اليوم معي واحد من اعضاء فريق فلوكس. اليكس من فريق فلوكس هو الشيف اركيتكت لفلوكس كور وفلوكس ايدج. بده يحكي لنا اليوم على مشروع فلوكس ونركز على نقط مهمه كثير بالمشروع. Alex, hi, how are you?
Good, good. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. It's such a pleasure to have you on the channel.
Likewise, really glad to be here. I hope you guys can understand me well.
Alex, before we start, can you tell us a little bit more about Flux for someone who doesn't know anything about Flux? Can you tell us a few words about Flux?
So Flux mainly aims to provide a decentralized infrastructure for everyone that wants to deploy any type of application, type of services, or even perform any type of compute with our latest solutions on Flux Core and Flux Edge.
Awesome. Okay. So now maybe we can focus a little bit on Flux Core and Flux Edge because we talked a little bit about Flux. We talked a lot about Flux, talked about the coin, we talked about everything. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about Flux Core and Flux Edge.
So Flux Core and Flux Edge are two products but serve the same purpose. Flux Core is basically the provider side of the compute, where you have a computer, you install Flux Core on the computer, and then you're able to monitor this computer and basically provide it when you're not using it to the network so someone can rent it out. And this is where Flux Edge comes in. It's basically the marketplace that lets you interact with all the machines that we have online, and then you can deploy basically any type of workload or services on those. So anything that goes from a simple VPS to GPU-enabled computation, which basically comes with either AI use case, as we all know, but we can also do rendering, as well as stream gaming that will be coming at sometime very soon.
That's very interesting. So I think we have a lot of projects, AI projects and rendering projects like Render, but with game streaming, this is something that I've never heard before. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah, sure. So I would just want to come back real quick to what Flux Edge and Flux Core is aiming to provide. It's really to provide a decentralized infrastructure. So anything that a computer can do now is what we aim towards to. So basically gaming is also one of them. Gaming, basically, instead of using your computer at home on your PC to game, you could game on your TV on a browser, on a web browser that you probably already use, like Steam Link or same streaming services that Xbox provides as well. But here it's just using hardware that is already existent and not having to subscribe to those specific services. You just spin up a machine and go.
Okay.
There's no like...
Are you a gamer yourself?
I used to be in my earlier years when I was... Oh, I don't look that old now, but I'm reaching 30 very soon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But yeah. No, I don't really game anymore. Yeah.
What did you used to do? What did you used to play?
I used to play, I think, League a lot back in the days.
Okay, LOL.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Nice. I still play Dota until today, so I get what you're talking about.
Awesome.
Okay, interesting. Okay, please go ahead.
So yes, so this is kind of like a sneak peek. It's basically, until now, you would have to install Flux Core. So this is Flux Core, but the web version. Initially, when you first had to have Flux Core installed on your machine to be able to access the control panel, and now you can basically connect to one of your remote machines from a web app completely remotely and manage all your resources, meaning your computers. Here you can see that I'm connected. I have a certain balance. I have all the machines that I currently own and can run, do maintenance on them, run the benchmark for each of these. So we have to know that benchmarks are really important because it's a decentralized application. We have different type of machines and we have different type of configurations going from the network speed to the type of GPUs to the GPU lanes on the motherboard. So for that, we need rigorous benchmark to provide like the best quality of service for the people that are going to rent your machine. That will also determine the price of your machine on the marketplace as well. So from here, I can basically access all my machines, get access to all the information of that said machine, and run different type of benchmark on that said machine. Here we are on Flux Edge now. Both are web-based. As soon as you connect onto Flux Edge, you can basically sign in with one of your account. We have SSO supported across all platforms, so every service that we provide is through one single account. You can either use your Google account and so on. So now that we've seen the Flux Core side of things, so basically the provider side, now we're going to switch onto Flux Edge, which is the consumer side. So when you come on the application first time, you end up on the home screen. You see the top machines of this week, the top apps. We have some demo apps as well that we can deploy freely. We don't have any available since we're still in alpha. It's pretty early still. We're hoping
Can
to.
I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
You need an account to be on this page, right?
Yes.
On Flux Edge. Okay. Can you connect your wallet? Do you have to make an email? How can you do that?
So when it comes to the wallet, we have a wallet that's generated as soon as you create your account.
Okay.
You can load it up with either Flux. You can also use PayPal. You can use your MasterCard. Anything that
Awesome.
basically enables you to interact with the traditional web better.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so I was going to say, you also have, I'm not sure I didn't mention this, but all your accounts are connected together. What I mean by this is we have an SSO, so every product across Flux is linked to the same account and the same wallet. You can obviously create multiple wallets, but I really want to stress the importance of having the same account or Flux Core and Flux Edge, so you can basically be a provider but also be a consumer at the same time.
Interesting.
So when we first get onto Flux Edge, what we can do, it's pretty new still. We can see all the spendings that we are currently running. We do see a couple of machines running certain instances that we use for testing or also for our own services. And we can see all the projects that's currently running.
Can you give us some examples about the machines?
Sure. So here, if I want to start a new project, I'll just go to a new deployment. We can do a quick launch or a custom deployment. So quick launch is basically a bunch of pre-configured apps. Right now, we have a bunch more hidden right now since we're still in alpha, but we just wanted to showcase the most popular ones, I'd say, or the most used in my field. So just a little background on myself. I did work in university until 2020, which I did my master's in AI.
Wow.
And wrote a paper about pharmaceutical and transformer models back in 2020.
Interesting.
So that's why I will right now showcase Jupyter. Here we can just set a password. I'll just use password as the token password when we connect to the machine. Here, once we select the app we want to deploy, we just simply select one of the machines. I'll just go with this one. Here you can see every machine that is listed here, how much they go for. As I mentioned earlier, there was a benchmark that helps determining this price based on the configuration that they provide you. And here you can also see the region. You can filter all of this, obviously, if you don't want your data to move out of certain countries or so. And then you basically select to deploy. Current spending, $2.50 an hour. With the added one, it will be 36 cents on top of that. Then the provisioning of the machine will start. So we'll see here, it's going to start provisioning. And here is just a little waiting game where by that I just mean it's going to take a couple of seconds to deploy properly.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question between, most of the people are going to ask this question. How can we, as people who don't have a lot of machines, I just have a laptop or a desktop or some, what usually people have at their homes, how can they use that to make money? Would I be able to use my laptop to do that, or do I need specific machines for that?
So right now, I would advise against laptop just for the simple reason that as soon as you have your machine online, if your machine is rented out for a job, so either this is going to be a future feature that we're going to add that's already big, already in testing, but we are going to enable some time schedules if you want to allow your machine to be able to be selected between a certain time frame only. But for most of the use case, the jobs are going to be lasting quite a bit. So running it on a laptop, I would not advise against it, but I would not think it'd be a wise thing to do regarding the battery of your laptop.
Okay.
But other than that, I think any type of machines that goes from 1080s with 1080s GPUs can easily support and run different type of workloads.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, good to know. I think we're gonna have to talk about this more often. Maybe how to set it up. I mean, you're showing us now, but I think we could elaborate about that maybe in a different video or
And
something, because I think a lot of people would be interested in that, to be honest.
and as I was showing, there's quick launch. So these are the different type of subcategories of preset apps that we have currently available. And then we also have the custom deployment. So the custom deployment basically is when you want to build a custom app with your own YAML deployment, with your own specifications, and that is not like basically put on the marketplace by the team. And later on, we'll also have these apps be able to be uploaded by people like you and me, and also have some revenue from that. But
Interesting.
for now, we have these kind of deployments, so we can basically just take, I'll just copy paste one of my deployments here and deploy basically one of our other product, which is Flux AI, and showcase it in a bit. Oh, sorry, my bad. So
For what it matters, I think most of the people are gonna like go with the first option, not with the custom one, but the the easiest one, the quick one.
yeah, I'd suggest that too. I mean, it takes a bit of skill to work through a YAML file if you're not used to it. But as soon as basically you get this deployed, it works similarly in both ways. We just have a machine in different
And
states.
this one is already running, the one that we just did. Awesome. Okay.
Okay. So because we have multiple type of accounts and providers also, we go from like the typical home user like you and me, but we also have universities that are partnering with us, and also different type of data centers. We do have different type of accounts as well that is being integrated as we speak. So for that, we have different type of logs. Right now, we only audit basically every type of action that is performed within the account. So it goes from renting a machine, stopping a rental, starting a new, adding more balance, starting a new project, stopping a project, adding balance. I think I already said that, but that's all right. And basically, that allows us to have a better defined granularity when we're basically doing audit and seeing what's happening with the account. So because we have different type of accounts, we can have different multiple people sharing the same account under business account, basically.
Interesting. Okay.
And everything can be exported through CSV.
Awesome. Okay. Alex, thank you so much. I don't know if you want to add anything, but I think what you shared was also very, very, very interesting. I think we have to talk a little bit more about that. It could be a little bit hard for some people. It could be a little bit too technical, but I think we can take it from there and hopefully onboard more people to use Flux Core and Flux Edge. Is there anything else you would like to add?
It is still a very early alpha. We just released in July the alpha, where we fixed most of the bug, and we're pretty happy and confident moving into the beta pretty soon. So we're expecting quite a lot of few things in Q4.
Okay. Well, in Germany, they do this. Wishing you good luck. So I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
And guys, the Flux team is always responsive. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Alex. I'm going to leave his Twitter handle in the description. Feel free to contact him, ask him any questions. They do a lot of AMAs. They do a lot of Twitter spaces. Just join and ask if you have any questions. You'll have all the answers that you need. Alex, thank you so much.
Yep.
Please go ahead.
We also do have an upcoming AMA answering all the questions on Flux AI, which I will not show today. So I do not overlap with the team handling that.
Okay, AI is a huge thing, so I think everyone's going to be excited about that. Do you know when it's going to happen?
This Saturday, in fact.
This Saturday, okay. I don't think the video is going to be out by Saturday.
I was going to say,
but maybe we can do a different announcement on Twitter for that, and have people join you guys. Okay, thank you so much, Alex. Awesome. It was such a pleasure to talk to you. I'm looking forward to more of that. Looking forward for more collaboration with you guys. And have a nice evening. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Do you want to add anything?
Nope, all good. Thank you so much.
اوكي اصدقائي، ان شاء الله تكونوا استمتعتوا وانبسطوا بهي المقابله. اذا عندكم اي اسئله اكتبوا لنا بالتعليقات. الفيديو كان شوي تقني وشوي صعب، ولكن مشروع كتير مهم وكتير في فائده ممكن تكون من هذا المشروع. بنشوفكم بفيديوهات قادمه ان شاء الله ومقابلات قادمه ان شاء الله، وباي باي.